Everyone's life is driven by something. To drive means to control or to guide. So the question is, what's the driving force in your life? Right now, you may be driven by a problem, pressure, or a deadline. You may be controlled by a painful memory, fear, or an unconscious belief. In fact, there are hundreds of situations and emotions that can drive your life, but today we'll be looking at 5 most common ones. Number 1, many people are driven by guilt. They spend their entire lives running from regret and hiding their shame. Guilt-driven people are manipulated by memories. They allow their past to control their future and often unconsciously punish themselves by sabotaging their own success. Know that we are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it, because God's purpose is not limited by your past. If you could turn a murderer named Moses into a leader and Gideon into a courageous hero, then he can do amazing things with the rest of your life too. God specializes in giving people a fresh start. Number 2, many people are driven by resentment and anger. Resentment is bitterness, jealousy, irritation, wrath. This type of people hold on to hurts and never get over them. Instead of releasing their pain through forgiveness, they rehearse it over and over in their minds. Some internalize their anger while others blow up and explode it onto others as they transfer aggression, which is unhealthy and unhelpful. See, anger always hurts you more than it hurts the person who hurts you. So forgive and let go, because forgiveness is a decision and not a feeling. If not, we'll wait for a lifetime before we forgive someone. Listen, those who have hurt you in the past cannot continue to hurt you now. Those who have hurt you in the past cannot continue to hurt you now unless you hold on to the pain through resentment. Because your past is past. Nothing will change it. You are only hurting yourself with your bitterness for your own sake. So what do? Learn from it and let go. Number 3, many people are driven by fear. Their fears may be as a result of unrealistic expectations, a traumatic experience, or growing up in a high-control home, a stiff home. Regardless of the cause, many fear-driven people often miss great opportunities because they are afraid to venture out, so they play it safe by avoiding risk. See, fear is a self-imposed prison that will keep you from becoming what God intends for you to be. So you must move against it with the weapons of faith and love, because the Bible says perfect love drives out fear, and therefore love has not been made perfect in the one who is afraid. And we know that God is love. Fear is false evidence appearing real, so forget your past and start over. Number 4, many people are driven by materialism. Their desire to acquire becomes the whole goal of their lives. This drive is always based on the misconceptions that having more will make me happy, important, and secure, but all these are not true. Possessions only provide temporary happiness because things do not change. We eventually become bored with them and then want newer, bigger, and better versions of things. Know this: self-worth and net worth are not the same. Your value is not determined by your valuables, and God says the most valuable things in life are not things. Worth can be lost instantly through a variety of uncontrollable factors. So know that real security can only be found in that which can never be taken from you, which is your relationship with God. So fan your flame at your altar. Number 5, many people are driven by the need for approval. They allow the expectations of parents, spouses, friends to control their lives. In fact, many adults now are still trying to earn the approval of unpleasable parents and friends. Others are driven by peer pressure, always worried about what others think. Unfortunately, those who follow the crowd usually get lost in it. I don't know all the keys to success, but one thing I know, one key to failure is to try to please everyone. So the question now is, do you approve of yourself? Instead of excessive worry, why not get down on your knees and pray? When you do so, nothing will be impossible for you to achieve. When you pray, you always stay on track.